take a deep breath, unwind, and let tonight's story comfort you. Yuri and Angelonia, a celebration beneath the moonlit sky. This story is about Yuri, a young girl, and her newfound friendship with an aunt named Angelonia, as they celebrate together under a magical moonlit sky. In a peaceful village nestled between rolling hills and vibrant meadows, a young girl named Yuri lived with her parents in a cozy wooden house. Each evening, as the sun of curiosity about, there he discovered a tiny struggling with it seemingly with witnessly, what seemed like witness subsimly, in love witnessly, the eyes of the one there, with your east side reading, what still was never getting in the fifth week, sir. So talk to him and read looking inside to tell, timely cohesive, feeling an unexpected bond with the little creature. Angelonia explained how she lived with her family in an anthill nearby and often roamed the garden in search of food. Yuri listened intently, fascinated by the aunt's adventurous tales and newfound friendship. As the days passed, Yuri and Angelonia spun through with the group. Here, so life in the Maui via and narrow invited in a method of Linkshana. And hated by fire and so among the romantic by fireflies, which was a mismising temper and a soft unlois since the inner subliminces of Isla Hansless sent to and then the soft flow of windy airs. Wednesday in sleep for Kemba, I was a looking inwards. Here's another story to warm your heart. Tulip and Angelonia, the cheerful night. This story is about a little girl named Tulip and a fairy named Angelonia, who embarked on a magical adventure to spread joy. Tulip was a little girl with a heart full of joy and dreams as vast as the night sky. She lived in a quaint cottage at the edge of the whispering forest. Each night, she would gaze out of her window, wondering about the secrets the stars held. One cold winter evening, as she tucked herself into bed, a soft glow appeared outside her window. Curious, Tulip tiptoed across the floor and peeked outside. There, fluttering among the snowflakes, was a tiny fairy with wings that shimmered like the finest silk. "Hello," the fairy whispered, her voice like gentle chimes. "I am Angelonia, the fairy of cheer." "Hello, Angelonia," Tulip replied, her eyes wide with wonder. "Why are you here?" Angelonia smiled warmly. "I've come to bring joy to those who believe in magic. Would you like to join me on an adventure?" With a nod, Tulip agreed, and in an instant, she found herself carried away on a twinkling snowflake. Angelonia led Tulip to a hidden glade, where the trees sparkled with ice crystals and the air was filled with the laughter of woodland creatures. The sight was so beautiful, it took Tulip's breath away. "This is the glade of cheer," Angelonia explained. "Here happiness is shared, and worries disappear." Tulip spent the night dancing with fairies, laughing with rabbits, and singing songs with birds. Her heart felt lighter than ever before. As dawn approached, Angelonia took Tulip's hand and said, "Remember, the cheer you bring into the world makes it a better place. Never forget to spread joy wherever you go." With those words, Tulip found herself back in her cozy bed, her heart brimming with happiness. She never saw Angelonia again, but the fairy's message stayed with her forever. From that day forth, Tulip shared her cheer with everyone she met, lighting up their lives like the fairy had lit up hers. Now, let's dive into another heartwarming tale. Heather and the Legacy of Fairy Anemone. This story is about Heather and the fairy Anemone, who teaches her the meaning of legacy, showing her how to leave a lasting impact through kindness and wisdom. Heather lived in a quaint little village nestled between ancient forests and rolling hills. Every night, the stars glimmered brightly above, telling tales of magic and wonder. Heather had heard many stories, but her favorite was about an ethereal fairy named Anemone. Anemone was not just any fairy. She was the guardian of the forest, who nurtured the trees and watched over the wildlife. One crisp autumn evening, Heather stumbled upon a hidden glade bathed in silvery light. At its center stood Anemone, her wings shimmering like dewdrops. With a graceful smile, she approached Heather and spoke of legacies. Anemone explained, "We each have a legacy, a piece of us that continues on even after we are gone." Heather listened intently as Anemone shared the story of her own legacy. Long ago, Anemone once saved the grove from a terrible drought by calling upon the ancient spirit of rain. Her bravery left an imprint on the forest, ensuring it remained lush and vibrant. Heather asked, "But how can a human like me leave a legacy?" Anemone's eyes sparkled as she replied, "By being kind and loving, by protecting what you cherish, and by sharing your knowledge with others." Heather pondered these words deeply. Before leaving, Anemone gifted Heather a delicate silver pendant shaped like a leaf, imbued with the magic of the forest. "Whenever you doubt your path, hold this close to your heart," Anemone said as she disappeared into the night. Heather wore the pendant every day, feeling its warmth and guidance. Years passed, and Heather grew into a wise, kind-hearted woman. She became a teacher, inspiring many with tales of bravery and kindness. The village thrived under her care, and her memory lived on, just as Anemone's had. Whenever the trees rustled in the wind, Heather felt Anemone's presence, and the legacy of the fairy lived on in her heart. Now, we continue with another gentle story. The Salvia and Geranium, the lesson of patience. This story is about Salvia and Geranium, and the valuable lesson of patience that Salvia learns while caring for a tiny acorn. Once upon a time, in a village nestled beside an ancient forest, lived a young girl named Salvia. Salvia was known for her bright eyes and curious nature. She dreamed of exploring the majestic trees and discovering the secrets hidden within the deep woods. One day, Salvia ventured into the forest and found herself under a grand oak tree, its branches reaching high into the sky. There, she met Geranium, a tiny tree-top elf with emerald green hair and wings that shimmered like sunlight on water. Geranium was friendly, but had a reputation for teaching important life lessons. He asked Geranium if she could hear the secrets of the forest. Geranium smiled and said, "Patience, dear Salvia, is the key to understanding the whispers of the woods." Eager to learn, Salvia agreed to a test of her patience. Geranium told her to plant an acorn and care for it every day. Salvia diligently watered the acorn, shielded it from harsh weather, and sang to it every night. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, but the acorn showed no signs of growth. Salvia started to feel disheartened, questioning whether her efforts were in vain. But whenever she looked up at the grand oak tree, she remembered Geranium's words. Seasons changed, and finally, one bright spring morning, Salvia noticed a tiny sprout emerging from the soil. Her heart filled with joy as she realized that her patience had borne fruit. Geranium appeared, applauding her dedication. "You see, Salvia," Geranium said, "nature reveals her secrets to those who wait with an open heart." The two friends sat under the grand oak tree, watching the young oak sapling grow a little each day. From that day on, Salvia carried the lesson of patience with her, understanding that some of the most beautiful things in life take time to unfold. Rest well, and let calmness embrace you tonight.